All right. Last where we left off, the Meddlers of Mischief made their way into the storm dungeon that is layered beneath their keep. Um, After fighting some elementals and some sirens that bewitched you all at some point with their lovely songs, um, you were able to dispatch with them all and continue on through this maze of traps and storm weather as you waded through the water up to your waist. And now, finding the secret door, after finding the secret door to what seems to be a large ocean with a raging storm up above and some rocks jetting out of the water. Mason, after Mason swam to one of the rocks, he noticed a large sea serpent swimming through the water, which peered its head up and roared at you guys. And we are going to roll initiative.
Ah,
Carla's character should still have a point of inspiration, and I can't remember who got the last one.
I have a point of inspiration.
All right.
Excuse me.
Um, Doug, since you missed last session, you are basically it's swimming and it's difficult terrain to swim because there's a raging storm. Lightning and thunder damage is doubled, and each rock can safely hold up to two people in this room.
Okay. How big is this room?
It's like you're in the middle of an ocean. You don't know how big it is. You see a storm up above you, and it seems like the ocean goes on, but you know that below you is another sarcophagus, as the party pointed out. Um, all right, uh, Gallenford, you are clinging to the side of the rock as a sea serpent peers his head up above the water and roars at the party.
Um, Not a fan of being in the water. It's different when we're not on a boat. So, Galliford is going to call forth Excalibur, which, since we're in combat, I think that's going to take my action. But I'm basically calling Excalibur to come scoop me up.
Okay.
And I think then I'll have to roll initiative for him.
Okay. Flying through the air with Excalibur will have it will be difficult terrain because again you are in a Excalibur is in a raging storm. So
Okay, and I will at least move a little bit over on the rock. But that will be my turn.
okay, it is Sonia's turn. Sonia's swimming in this water. She just
Let's see, what is her movement speed? She is going to start moving towards
Okay.
She's going to double move to the other rock.
Okay.
Can't tell if that's actually on the rock or if I need to move up one.
She's on the rock.
Okay.
She can climb on top of the rock.
Okay. That will be her turn, so she's not in the water.
Caradwin.
Is the sea serpent visible?
Yes, you see his body sticking out of the water. His head. He roared at you guys. So yeah, he is up out of the water.
Okay. I don't know if grapple does the same thing that I'm looking for here. I will cast. I think we'll go with for now I'll go with the arcane hand. So I'm gonna cast my arcane hand at 5th level. And I can cast it within 120 feet, so I want to put it right next to this guy.
Okay. It's a large hand.
Mm-hmm. And then I think it's on a bonus action after I cast it. Pretty large hand lasts the duration it moves, blah, blah, blah. I cast the spell, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns. So I think it's just part of my action on this turn, based on how I read it, when you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns. So as part of the casting, when I cast it next to it, I'm going to use its forceful hand, or not forceful, sorry, the grasping hand, to try and grapple the serpent. So I can try to grapple something that is huge or smaller.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's see if this thing will load. Come on. I hate it when it does this. God.
Oh my gosh, my dog is freaking out.
Okay. Why isn't... Come on, you stupid thing. Load. There we go. Okay. A large hand, and you want it here?
Yeah, next to him, so that way I can do the grappling thing.
Okay. All right, you should have control of it now.
Yay!
Okay.
Perfect.
So, do I have to make do I have to make a strength save or whatnot?
I think it's a contested strength check or athletics check. Make a strength check contested by the athletics of the target. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 16.
God damn it. Hold on. I forgot to do it on this one. Advantage toggle. Whisper toggle. Okay. Got 21.
Darn. Okay. Well, that's what I'll do with the hand. And as a matter of fact, I'll have him on this side so that it's between us in case he tries to do anything, and I have cover technically. Or whatever. Yeah, it gives me half cover if it's between me and the target. So for now, he's between us, trying to grapple the creature.
Okay. Lightning begins to protrude out of its mouth. Well, first is going to do Does the hand have hit points and whatnot?
It does, yeah. Armor class of 20 and an AC of 83. AC 20, health of 83, which is my hit point maximum as well.
Okay. It is going to. Where's the. Oh, there it is. Line. Is going to produce is going to shoot lightning out of its breath, and it's going to hit all 5 of you. So no, 4. So it'll be Carador, Stig, Gallenford, and Excalibur. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Since my hand is between me and the target, does half cover give me anything for dex saves?
Plus 2 to dex saves, I believe.
Okay, awesome. So whatever this is, plus 2. I don't want to use my inspiration already, but I'd rather not die on first turn, so I will use my inspiration to roll this at advantage.
Okay.
And it's
a serpent and not a dragon, right?
Yeah, it's a sea serpent. I'm just using the blue dragon stats.
Yeah, shit, there's nothing else I can do. Okay. Oh my god, I made it. Because with the plus 2 for my hand, it's a 20.
And Excalibur. All right, so 12d10.
Holy shit.
73 to those who have failed, and half if you succeed.
What is half of 73? What would that be? 36?
Yes.
If I did not have my hand there, I would have gone down immediately. I was at 72 hit points.
I'm bloodied.
Yeah, I'm below half. Con save. Let's see if I can keep my hand up. Half of 36 is 18. I failed. My hand goes away.
Well, at least it did its job.
It did a really good job of keeping me alive.
All right, it is now Mason's turn.
I am down, by the way. Oh, wait, were we all supposed to roll at advantage with the hand in the way?
I think the interposing hand only works for me. I don't think it works for anybody else, unfortunately.
Carador used inspiration and Stig used like danger sense or something.
Yeah, I used my point of inspiration.
I'm gonna hit it with a Tasha's Mind Whip here.
Okay.
What did you use, Carador? What did you use?
Carador used.
I had my point of inspiration to get advantage.
Okay, I had dangers. Okay.
You psychic lash out. Target must make an intelligence saving throw. A crit. On a failed save.
Okay, you take half damage and nothing else.
Okay.
I'll just stand on my rock.
All right, Stig.
I'm going to rage
And I'm going to swing my glaive and cast Hex Blast.
Before we go any farther, I don't want to kill the entire party, but you did say that lightning damage is doubled, didn't you?
Yes. Oh,
Oh, I'm down.
okay.
So you just kill everybody up there.
Yeah, if it's doubled, then I'm down.
Not for the sea serpent.
Oh, that'll be good. I'm not down.
Hex Blast.
A 30-foot cone. Yep, the sea serpent is within DC con or take. Okay.
7d12 necrotic damage.
Okay. Here is a 17. But you still take half. So that's
26.
all right. You took a chunk out of it. It did not like that.
I'm going to say, come here, you giant fish. And I'm going to jump in the water and start swimming towards it.
Okay. Are you did you rage?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I honestly couldn't remember if you said that or not.
I'm going to give Stig his fangs. Turn done.
Okay. Galliford, I need a death saving throw, please. That's one success. Sonia.
Sonia is going to mass cure wounds. Let me just make sure I'm doing this correct. I think it says 60-foot range.
Oh, 60 feet, damn.
Yep, range 60 feet. Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point.
So you're gonna heal the sea serpent?
No. Carrotwind, Galliford, and Stig. I think I can get her 2 in there if I move. It's difficult terrain, right?
Yes, the water's difficult terrain,
You-
and you have to swim.
You cast a 30-foot radius 60 feet away.
Oh, okay. It will get her.
Yeah, like you could cast it there or here.
I think he's
Wanted
trying
to get
hit,
everyone who.
He's trying to hit everyone.
Yes, I think Sonya would have to be closer for her to get the benefit of it too, but
She does it there, and then that was 5, 10. Be partially in the water still. But she'll be healed. Okay, I'll cast it there.
Yeah, and this water is not like you're wading. It is deep.
Yeah, it's like 30 feet down below. You're swimming. I don't know what I can't remember what the rules are on the swim speed is.
It's difficult
I think
terrain
yeah, it's difficult terrain.
So yeah, yeah.
unless you have a swim speed. Then it's your swim speed.
So everyone gets 18.
Yay!
Alfred, you're up.
Don't worry, it's gonna reach. It's gonna recharge in the next 6 seconds.
And that will end her turn as she moves that way.
All right, Caradwin.
Um, I really have no idea. Is it's just lightning damage that doubled, or is it thunder damage
There's
too?
thunder as well. It's like the storm is amplifying thunder and lightning spells and damage.
But we know it's not the sea. The sea serpent doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seems like this maybe the sea serpent is causing the storm.
Okay, so given that the thing, I don't know if it's going to be affected by thunder damage, but Carowin's going to make the assumption that if it can cast lightning, lightning is not going to do much. So
That would be a safe
she's going
assumption.
to yeah, she's going to try to do, and I believe I can do this because of Glyph of Warding. So I'm going to cast a fireball, right there, but I'm going to change its damage type to thunder damage.
Okay.
So it's a DC 17 dexterity save. And let me find the button for it. There we go. Oh shit, that's really good.
Okay. DC Dex
Dex save DC 17.
20.
That'll save, so it'll take half damage, which will then be doubled, so it'd be 34, I think, total damage.
For this, I will say it takes. I'll give it the 35 because of this.
I won't complain about one more damage. And then I don't know if there's a way for me to kind of. God, I don't want to get in the water. Caradwin feels trapped on this rock. She does not know where to go or what to do.
You are in
That'll be her turn.
You are in your worst element. You are afraid of the water, which I forgot to make you make a fear save.
I can do them anyways if you'd like.
It's already your turn. It is now the sea serpent's turns. D6. Its lightning breath does not recharge, but it sees a willing creature diving into its element, and it's going to bite at Stig. With 16 Stig.
That hits.
21 piercing, 7 lightning.
Now is that lightning amplified?
Not for the sea serpent.
Only 10 piercing because I'm raging.
Okay, here comes the second bite. For 17.
Yep. All right.
And the third bite, 27.
Okay.
Mason, it is your turn.
We're gonna cast Shatter on the serpent at a high level.
Okay. Con save. Succeed. So 9 plus 7 is 17 is
26.
okay.
13. 13 thunder damage. Yes, it's 26. I'm gonna hop in the water because I'm not sure Stig's gonna be able to fight this thing off for a long time.
Okay. Sig.
I will stow my glaive. I'm gonna swim up and I'm gonna bite him back.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna do it recklessly. Yeah. 23.
That's a hit.
Right, that's 7 piercing, and I get 4 hit points back.
Ooh, nice.
Second attack for a 20.
That's a hit.
That's 12 piercing, and I get another 4 hit points back. And then I'm going to second wind. Getting 10 back.
Okay.
I'm good.
Gallenford.
Gallenford is going to chuck his shatter at the dragon towards the back of it.
The sea serpent.
Yes, sorry.
Con save. I failed. However, it's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh, darn.
So that's a 28.
And then I'm going to swim partway into the water and use my face step to get onto this rock over here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Sonia.
Crap. Sonya is going to... What should Sonya do? What should Sonya do? Sonya's got a guiding bolt.
Uh, 13 will not hit the sea serpent.
Oh shit. That is Sonya's turn.
Sonya's going to stay in the water.
I'm going to get her out of the water. Okay, that's her turn.
Right. Caradwin.
I'm gonna roll that fear save. Ooh, I am probably freaking out.
Yep, you're freaking out.
Does that mean I lose in action?
It's as if you have the fear condition.
The fear condition. Okay. I will, in a panic, not think about the damage I can do to this thing. I'm going to say, I need this thing to go away so I can get out of here. And I'm going to cast Banishment.
Okay. Charisma save. What's the DC?
17.
Okay. Charisma. 28.
God damn. I thought a sea serpent was so charismatic. All right. But that's your turn.
All right. Hold on. / roll d6. lightning begins to cackle in its mouth. Let's see here. Four, 5. Do I provoke from you, Stig?
Yes, you do.
Okay, you can. A 15 unfortunately does not penetrate the scales. But it is going to peer his head as it swims by out of the water and shoot lightning at these 3.
Yeah, there's no way I'm surviving this one.
So, Caradwin, Sonia, and Gallenford, I need dex saves.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
That one was Sonia's. Let me do Gallenford's.
Okay, Sonia does have a point of inspiration.
Oh, let me use that. I'll roll Gallenford's real quick first. Not that it matters with how much life I have.
It might with this amount of damage.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay. 57.
Ooh, I am down.
You're down? Oh, yeah.
I'm down. I had
Oh, do you not have control over Sonia's... Oh, yeah, you should. You've been moving her around. Mason!
I will Misty Step to Caradwin and see if I have a potion of healing. I do have a potion of healing that I'm going to... Sorry, Misty Step over to Caradwin before she falls and give her a potion of healing. Stay, stupid wizard, we need your firepower.
And that's coming from a fire ganassi.
Yeah, fire recognizes fire, okay? Even if she's an eldritch demon from wherever. What's a potion of healing here?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. I was gonna say fighting fire with fire was more of a code for allies.
All right, Caradwin, you have 6 hit points and you are prone.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Stig!
Nom, 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 nom.
You're just going to bite this thing over and over.
Hey, it's keeping me up as well. Mandibles, reckless. 19.
19 is the magic number you need.
8 piercing and I get 4 back. Second attack. 25, we know that hits. For another 8 piercing and another 4 hit points for me. Turn done.
All right. Gallenford, I need a death save, please. That's a success. Sonia.
Gonna have her mass cure wounds again. Ooh, 2 sheets. I'm rusty.
All right. So everybody gains 24.
Yes.
All right. So add 24.
That'll be returned.
Damn, that was a lot of healing.
Caradwin, it is your turn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do the Thunderball again. I'm thinking maybe a little bit closer, just to make sure he's in there. So I'll cast it right there to get the dragon in and not Stig. So DC 17 deck save.
I succeed. So
Dang it. Another critical injury, though, so that's okay. So 30, I think, is what it would be with the half. And that's all she can do.
all right. Let's see. D6. Its lightning breath recharges.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna do the same thing as last time. I can hit. If I do it like that, I will be able to hit all 4 of you. So, yep, lightning breath. Galliford, Sonia, Caradwin, and Mason.
I'm down again.
Well, let's see what I roll.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure you're going to roll more than 30 or more.
So, Mason, you absorb elements. Does that negate?
Resistant.
Okay. So, Caradwin failed. Mason succeeded. Galliford, who is who?
Galliford's. Oh, yeah. First one was Galliford. The second one was Sonya. Though she does do thunder stuff, and I'm trying to double check to see if she had anything for lightning.
71 hit points.
Damn. Yes, I'm definitely down, but did not do enough to kill me, so that is good news.
So, adjust your hit points accordingly. Caradwin's down. Galliford succeeded, so he takes half of 71, which is 35. Mason,
I'm still down.
Yeah, Mason, you succeeded. So you take half damage, and you are now resistant, right? So you half that again.
15 is not a success.
Oh, that's a spell. Oh, I saw the absorb. Okay, never mind. I was looking at your spell DC of 15 for the absorbing elements.
My ward takes 11, which puts it down to 60, and then I half it to 30, which I've taken.
Okay. And Sonia takes the 71.
Cleric's down. Potentially.
Yeah, you dropped your healers.
All right, Mason.
I'll give Caradon another potion.
Caradon, you're at 5 hit points, and you're prone. Just let me die.
Okay, that's it.
Stig.
All right, the dagger's coming out. Recklessly attacking. Nope.
15 will not miss.
And nope. Okay, next.
All right. Galliford, I need a death save, please. That's a success. Sonia, I need a death save, please. That's a success. Caradwin.
All right, Lord. Do I have?
Come on, Caradon, let's blow this thing so we can go home.
I have one last third level spell thought that I'm going to use on another Thunderball.
Okay. You position it same place as last time. So, Dex 15.
Yes.
But I'm going to use another legendary resistance to succeed.
All right. Is that a second one?
Yes, that's his second one.
All right. Good to know. All right, that's all I can do.
Are you staying prone or are you standing up?
I am terrified out of my mind. I keep dying and coming back to life. I am in a fugue state. Caradwin is laying here.
Okay, you are prone. Good to know.
Yes.
Won't help you with your saves,
Nope.
but it makes you feel better.
The lightning breath recharges. However,
It's a fear response.
it's seeing Caradwin laying there is going to bite at you, Caradwin, and since you are prone, I have advantage. Hence why I asked. $31.
Oh, well, I mean, I will shield it as a reaction, but it doesn't matter.
What's your AC?
19.
Oh, okay. So, 20.
I'm Dan again.
Okay, he's gonna bite you again.
Cool.
28.
Yeah.
That's it's considered a crit. That's 2 failed death saves.
Yep.
And 26.
Yep. I'm dead.
Caradwin, you are being chewed up by this creature.
All right, rip the dream, guys.
I'm so glad you got your new body.
Mason.
I'm glad that you dealt with your debt before this happened.
We'll shadow the dragon, I guess. The other two are gonna die if I don't get over there. Freaking shadow the dragon. Dragon needs to die first.
Okay. It's almost dead.
So is everyone else.
Okay. What's this? A con save. Oh, that should be it. Normal. 8. I fail. Mason, describe to me how you kill this sea serpent.
It's biting down on Carradine, so I shoot a shadow down its throat, and like the Death Star, it explodes.
All right. You see the head pop off, Stig, as inside the body it explodes from within. It is now dead. Mason, it is still your turn, as we have 2 dying characters.
And 1 dead character.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Stig.
I guess Stig will go 10, 20 to here, and he goes, what happened?
Carradine's dead, and the other 2 are dying.
Oh, gosh. He's going to double move to there. And his rage ends.
All right, Galliford, I need a death save, please. That's another success. Sonia, I need a death save, please. That's a success. Caradwin. Hold on.
I think I go into my ring? Or my earrings?
Nope.
Oh.
I think the storm devours you.
No. Well, the storm has subsided. Once the sea serpent has been defeated, it is now calm waters. Caradwin, roll me a D100.
Oh no. Not again. That's adjusted my character sheet.
97. Mason, you see Caradwin's body, a light, like as coming out of her chest, like in Harry Potter, where the Dementors are sucking out Sirius black souls. Like a small light comes out, and rests next to Caradwin's high elf body, and another body begins to form. Hey, Caradwin, describe to the party what your tiefling body looks like.
Hell yes. I actually am so excited about this. Because I actually have an image for this too, so I'll have to pull it up.
Yes, a 97 to 100 is a tiefling.
This is truly perfect. Oh, I gotta find that picture. If I remember correctly, so her skin is gray with black hair with a shock of white. And I mean, I don't know if she's wearing any clothes, but her horns kind of like go up and back. She's got a spiked tail, or I guess more scaled. But yeah, she's like a dark gray kind of like Mephiston style tiefling.
All right. Well, for now, we'll keep your token and everything the same. We'll update it later. But yeah, Caradwin, you're at 1 hit point, and it's like I think you're at 4 levels of exhaustion or whatever it is. You are in pain.
Oh, I love this.
And Mason, it is your turn. You see Caradwin reincarnate before you once again into a tiefling woman.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I'm gonna misty step over to that other.
Oh, Carla, are you on?
And I'll give Sonya my last potion of healing here.
I'm on.
Okay.
I'm just eating right now,
right.
but I'm here.
Did you hear what just happened?
No.
You basically, the party basically tanked like 4 lightning bolts, and everybody but Stig and Mason are down.
Oh.
And Caradwin
He died.
And Caradwin died and reincarnated now into a tiefling.
Okay.
Sonya gets 6.
All right, Sonia, you have 6 hit points. Is that your turn, Mason?
That's it.
Stig.
I give Gallenford one of my healing potions.
All right, Gallenford, you're at 9 HP. And now that everybody is up, we are no longer in initiative. The storm has subsided. The body of the giant sea serpent lays next to the pillar where Caradwin is located. Caradwin, since everybody left and went to go tend to Sonia and Gallenford, as you're sitting there in pain from dying once again, you see your high elf body sit up and with a big old smile. And this body is much lighter than the last one. Thank you.
Yeah, it helps when your soul isn't attached to a demon. I didn't know this was automatic, and I'm grateful.
My gift lasts for once more, so use it wisely.
Well, I didn't know I was going to use it. I thought my cleric would get to me in time to save me. But hey, thanks. I love the tiefling body. Oddly poetic, I suppose. In a way. You don't know my backstory. I guess it doesn't matter. This is wild. Thank you.
Oh,
I think.
thank you. And with a Chester.
What can I ask?
What?
Can I ask before you go? What do you? Can I ask what you're doing with all these bodies?
Oh, you have no use for them, so I will make sure they are being put to good use. And with that, he smiles like a Cheshire cat smile and vanishes. So, what are you guys doing?
Guys, I'm alive.
Oh, my head's killing me. Why does Caradwin sound different?
Guys, you look over and you see a tiefling standing on the rock, and you don't see Caradwin's body laying on the rock anymore.
Stig will just look over and say, I think she sold her soul again.
No, I didn't. I promise.
I think every time she dies, like, a bit of her is, like, peeled away, and we're getting closer and closer to the real Caradwin.
Well, I just brought the Irish accent back for a little bit, because I realized that that's part of this. It's been a while.
The good thing you didn't get art of your high elf character.
I feel like at this point, because of this, we're gonna hold off on any of that for now, just because, man, that is crazy.
But yeah, you have one more use of reincarnation.
Hell yeah!
But you are again, you're at one hit point, and you're hurting. Yeah.
Mason's gonna start looking for usable parts off the sea serpent.
Okay. It is a very large body. So I mean, there's definitely parts you can think you can see and use. But getting it to a location to where you can harvest it is going to be difficult.
And then if I can't get any parts transported back, then I don't know, whatever I can get, scales, I suppose. Scales or teeth.
Oh, I might be able to help with the transport if I'm a little less woozy. How long does this last?
Yeah, it didn't look like it was resistant to anything, but it cast lightning, so maybe I can do a lightning weapon next.
Ba, ba, ba. Oh, that only lasts for a minute. What about... Oh, I don't have any of my summons prepared, so never mind.
Well, you can always come back.
Well, we also have the bag holding somewhere. That has some space.
Can you fit a huge monster into the bag of holding? That way.
No, but we can do this.
That
Just chip some scales off.
Yeah, we're not taking the whole chunk. I just want a few teeth and a few scales. Enough that I might make a sword out of. Or an axe or a hammer.
okay.
I'm still a little lightheaded, but I'll give you a hand, and then I'll hold the bag of holding open while we throw them in.
Mason, give me a survival check to try to gather resources from this Leviathan.
And we'll add 3 to that for Flash of Genius.
All right. Despite being on, you are able to drag this thing onto the rock as much as you can. With your 23 survival, you get teeth. I'm gonna say you're able to get the hide off of it. Teeth, hide. It's lightning glands, eyes, meat. So you basically harvested this thing.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff to add to my ingredients list here.
But you and Gallenford will be doing this the entire time. Why? So what is everybody else doing as as Gallenford and Mason are harvesting this sea serpent?
Stig's just sitting there.
You do see the coffin at the bottom of the water.
I mean, I don't have any issue going in the water. I can see if I can get that. I'll go to the coffin.
Okay, you swim down 30 feet below the surface of the water, and you are presented with a stone coffin.
A stone what? Sorry, it cut off a little bit.
It's a stone sarcophagus.
Okay. I'm gonna try to move it a little bit.
Give me a athletics check.
Okay. I'm proficient in that.
All right, you push the lid off, and inside you see another warrior skeleton with some items. You see what seems to be a harpoon, a cord made out of mithril, what seems to be some scale armor.
I'm probably gonna take my time bringing those up one at a time because I don't think I could take this all by myself, like in one trip.
And
then everybody can.
Okay, and what seems to be some sort of token, made out of a swan.
Oh, pretty. I might take that swan shape thing.
Okay.
But yeah, she's just gonna bring it up to the surface one at a time.
Okay, so you bring up the swan token, the cord, the harpoon, and the armor. Okay. The armor is last to bring up because you have to remove it from off the skeleton's corpse, but you are being very careful, and you guys, you see Sonia bringing up all these magical, what you assume to be magical items out of this coffin.
Okay, looks like we're making a few trips, I guess. Or something. Unless it can fit more into the bag of holding.
We should be able to fit the armor in there. I don't know how heavy all the stuff from the dragon is, but we have 250 pounds of space.
Yeah, just throw it all in there and then let's go get some rest.
Okay.
That lightning breath did a number on me.
Sig, are you bringing the head of the serpent?
No, it exploded.
No, the head popped off. The head, so it's like
I exploded it in the middle. Remember, it's a serpent, not a dragon.
So the head's still intact. That's how Mason got some teeth.
Yeah, I'll take it.
As you guys haul back your loot, are you guys going to explore this floor more?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything more in the maze, and we got a lot to carry back already.
Okay. I'll move you back. it takes you all day to get. You guys come back. You are exhausted. You are tired, sore, battered, and beaten, but you are victorious. You make it back to the keep. You are all still soak. Your clothes are soaking wet from the storm and the water. What do you do? What do you wish to do? For
Dibs on the bath.
Damn it! I was about to call that.
one
How
by
big did we make the bath?
We made the bath.
We definitely made the bed. We are not.
Oh no, I
skipping
was
on
saying,
the-
how big did we make it?
Oh, good question. I don't know.
it should be. Barracks, library, dining room. I don't. Did you guys make the bath?
We have bath
Yeah.
level 2, it says.
Level 2.
Oh, it's like one of those community baths, so you can all like take a bath together.
That's what I was trying to. Wasn't sure if it was big like that or if it was just a 1-by-1.
First thing, Stig is going to deliver that serpent head to the taxidermist.
Okay, he has not yet arrived, but he should be arriving any day now, because it does take a little bit from the Imperial City to get to where you're at. So you put it in a safe spot place where you know the bears won't get to it.
So what all did we find in that coffin?
Armor, a swan token, and something else.
A harpoon,
Harpoon, there we go.
and a mithril cord. I'm assuming you're gonna take the time to identify each item.
Yep.
Here I will do this one first. Here is the token. It is Qual's feather token.
Huh. This would come in handy for someone who really, really, really hates the water.
What's it do?
It's a boat.
It's a porta boat.
Oh, that is fancy.
Here is the armor. It is sea serpent armor.
Useful, situational.
Here is the harpoon. Jorgenmunder. Jormungander.
I almost want to give this to Carolyn, because it does damage against sea creatures. Die, fish people!
And the cord.
Proficient in spears, I would say yes.
Lorton's cord. This is the third piece, or the second, the other piece that you were needing for your crown.
Do we have another piece that we got?
You have the circlet, the orb that does damage on a reaction. It was the orb of more kook, and now this. You are missing 2 more pieces.
Okay.
The cord
I'm gonna.
lets you use a reaction to gain resistance to damage.
Oh, that's handy. Okay.
I think Stig might have to claim Jormungandr. So
I'd like Jormungandr if you've got a lot of weapons. I'd like Jormungandr.
Okay, you can take Jormungandr. I still have Hue, which does critical damage to plants.
And one day we're gonna fight an army of plants.
I use it to chop wood. It's like that. It's that scene from Abraham Lincoln when he chops the tree in one swing.
Oh,
Oh, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. And also, one of the potions that Steak, I can't remember, Steak picked up a potion, while down there, picked up a potion of water breathing, but another potion you guys picked up, that you didn't identify down there at the time was a potion of lightning resistance.
ah,
I think everything we found was everything I wanted to make. The armor, the spear.
well, I don't know if anybody wants the cord in particular, but I am interested in starting to put this crown together.
Are we sure you're the right person to wear a crown?
I mean, I don't claim royalty in any way.
You make a lot of deals with people, and that's your third body in like a week.
I mean, I've been wearing a crown this whole time. Stig has the Mind Guard crown.
Maybe let's not worry about combining the crown until we have all pieces.
Well, then I would suggest maybe temporarily, before we combine the crown, the cord might be good for our healer so that it can resist some of the damage and stay up a little bit longer.
I agree.
Just remember, you can only attune to 3 items. Excuse me. So, as you guys are discussing and what to do with your new acquired treasure, who's taking the swan token?
I think that's
that
going in the
might-
party treasure.
Yeah, I was going to say, that might do good in the bag of holding or something so that we have it with us in case of emergency. Just pull it out and
Also
deploy
a good
it.
idea.
So, anything else you wish to do for this evening's rest before you all go to bed?
Nope.
I'd like to make sure that that puzzle is locked up in that lead box that Mason made.
Okay.
Oh, I know something I want to do. Let me just make sure I have the stuff for it. But I can't just call Excalibur anymore. I'll have to resummon him first. So I'll definitely do that before bed and then dismiss him.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't need anything. Okay, yep. I do that before bed. I'll dismiss him after I call him forth, after apologizing to him for taking a lightning breath to the face. And then I'll rest.
All right. You all get a good night's rest. Caradwin, you actually sleep well.
Yay.
You are not waking up to holding the puzzle box in your hands, but you do lose one level of exhaustion. So I think you're down to 3.
Yep.
So, what do you wish to do for this for the day?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Is there anything you wish to do?
Who?
Who and when?
Caradwin, what are you doing today?
Today, Peregrine is not doing much because that 3 levels of exhaustion is killer. So she will probably, I think she's just going to hang around the fort. She might bug Mason about some of the spells that she saw him using during that last combat, like absorb elements or something. See if he can, if it's part of his being an artificer, or if it's as a wizard, if she can copy that into her spell book somehow. Maybe they might be able to trade a few spells.
Okay.
We can talk some spells. Absorb Elements is not one of my wizard spells, so it is a wizard spell. I got it through Artificer. But I'd probably spend a lot of time in my workshop because I've got a lot of monster parts to figure out what to do with.
Okay, so Caradwin, you're hanging out with Mason, and Mason, you have all this newly acquired sea serpent materials. What out of curiosity, Mason? What are you doing with the meat and the eyes?
The eyes, I might take the lenses out and try and make like underwater goggles or something, and we'll see. But the meat can just go to the kitchens.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Caradon, are you coming up with another new name for your tiefling form?
Oh, that's a good question. A virtue name. I'll have to think about that. That's a good idea.
So what are you gonna say happened to McLovin?
I think I'll be honest, a sea serpent. Should we have should we add the last two bodies to like a in memoriam somewhere? Should I put up graves?
If you want.
If they're still walking around, though,
Yeah. Yeah, that does have me a little worried.
have to fight an army of Caradwins.
It won't be an army, it'll just be 3. Well, 2 right now, 3 probably eventually.
I don't know. That kind of sounds a little therapeutic to me.
I actually agree with Stig. That would be very therapeutic for me too, I think.
Do they have all of your abilities?
Let's assume yes, in which case that could be bad news. As we engage in the wizard battle of counterspell, 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 counterspell.
I have a pretty tough blue deck ready.
A what?
He's Magic the Gathering, a blue deck.
Blue deck. I was like, I don't think I get that reference. But blue deck has counterspell. I gotcha. I also thought you said blue duck, which I was very confused by.
My bad. It's been a long day.
No, it has been for me too. So I think my ears are just off. I tell my students that all the time. I have bad ears, so you may have to repeat yourself 5 times.
I guess I have that portable thing for communicating with Professor Beers, and I don't know if this happened last time when I wasn't here, but did we ever get an update?
You're still waiting.
Last update we got was that he freed me from my demon somehow. And he would not tell me how.
He doesn't know that we're exploring underneath the base, though.
I mean, technically, we haven't left the keep. So, are we really going to get in trouble for staying where we're supposed to be?
That is a good point. I was thinking the same thing. I'll write it like a Meddlers log. It has been how many days since we've been on house arrest?
It's been a while.
I'll write just a little update report on our... I'll keep it kind of vague, though. minus the fact that there are actually some strong things underneath the base, and no faults of her own. Carrot One has a new form again. Can explain in more detail when we see you again for the update. And since everyone's keeping themselves busy, I will probably go train some more of the troops we have here. Maybe get a few of them specializing in swordsmanship or covert work.
Okay. So you sent him what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed the part about the covert work.
I'm gonna train a few people to be more like a skilled with a blade, but a spy network.
Okay. Stig, what are you doing?
I guess he's going out into the woods.
All right. You go out to the woods on this cold winter's day. Sonia, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be honest. Stig's kind of been worrying me recently, so she's probably gonna follow behind him and see what he's up to because he's been acting really weird.
Okay. Are you being stealthy about it, or are you just following him? Carla? Oh, okay. Caradwin and Mason, as you guys are hanging out in Mason's workshop, uh, Mason, is there any particular items you wish you wanting to try to make?
So I think today I'd like to try. So I have roper tentacles, and I'd like to make us all one of those grappling ropes like I made for Aurora that time. So ropes that just stick to walls and maybe we can grapple things.
Okay. Real quick, give me a Tinker's Tools check with using intelligence.
And we're gonna set up a flash and genius on there just because. So that's a third.
Yeah, you can. How many are you making?
Now I'd like to make one for each of us. I did not write how many roper tentacles I have, but I'd like to make one for each of us.
Let me double check it. And you made one before, right?
Before it was made out of like spider silk.
Okay.
I called it like the grappling ice spider silk rope.
One second.
Laura may have that on her sheet.
Okay. You can make... Okay, each roper has up to 6 tendrils. Oh, did I delete the page? I must have. I'm trying to remember how many ropers you fought. I think you fought 3. You can easily make a one roper whip for everybody.
Okay. So just to be clear, I think the spider silk one, you could just slap it onto any surface, like one of those sticky hands, and it would stick. And then I think you could use a rope attack to attempt to grapple somebody, but I'd have to look at how Aurora has it. At the minimum, I want a rope that you can just slap onto any surface and stick.
Okay. Again, with your crit, since you critted yours, you can definitely do that. You remember the texture of the sticky of the web. The tendrils are from the ropers are nice and flexible, so you're able to basically make one for everybody that you want. What was Aurora's?
Hers is probably less tentacle-y looking because it's made out of ice spider soap, I think.
Magic items. Where is it? Rope of sticky entanglement.
We'll just use the same name then, so we know that they all are kind of the same.
I'll show it to everybody. Wait. Show the players. Did it show it shared with Aurora? Edit. All players. All right, it should be in your guys' inventory. That's what you wanted to make, right?
I'm just gonna read it here. Yep, that looks like it.
Okay. So you make
I'll make, what is it? 5 more? 5 more, because Caleb, Galvin, Mason, Sonia, and Stick.
do you make one for Kenzie? I'm not Kenzie.
Oh yeah, Vampire, yeah. I'll make one for everyone if I have enough. Not that he'd really need them, being able to climb on walls anyway, but he might find a use for it.
Okay. So that will take you all day to do. Caradwin, you're hanging out with Mason. Um, do you help him at all, or are you just sitting, watching?
I'll provide some help. Yeah, see
Okay.
what I can do.
Gallenford, you're training all day. So Sonia, since you're trying to sneak up on Stig, please give me a stealth check. Stig, I think your passive perception beats that. You hear footsteps following behind you in the forest.
I will ignore it.
All right. Where are you going, Stig?
Oh no. Get chop wood, kill things.
Okay.
I don't have a destination.
Uh, just give me a survival check. Yeah. There's definitely plenty of firewood around, and you see some wild game as well that you're able to claim.
Yep, I'll just pack those up and head back, I guess.
When you turn around, you see Sonia trying to hide behind a tree, but Sonia is a half giant. She is a bigger woman. Um,
Hi.
Sonia? And I just walk past her.
You doing okay?
He'll drop it and turn around and goes, "No, I don't think I am."
Uh, do you want to talk about it? Or if you don't want to, I'm not going to push you, but I'm just here to lend an ear.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but I, I gotta, I gotta deal with my problems my own way.
Okay, so are you just to make sure you're not like having like evil thoughts going on in your head? Nobody's like mind controlling you or anything?
No, nothing like that I can determine. It's just being put up in that fortress, not being able to leave, makes me feel like I'm back in Herman,
Um,
where I can't fight back. I'm just waiting on standby, and I don't do good waiting. I'm made to be doing, Sonia. So I gotta make do with what I can. He's gonna grab his stuff and start hauling it back.
oh, by the way, have you gotten any word from Aurora recently?
Nope. But I'm sure she's busy with her own stuff. Probably out having amazing adventures while I'm stuck here, restocking our fully stocked castle again.
Okay. Um, I don't think it's gonna be any help, but maybe we could spar or something. I mean, there isn't really much to do around here.
So you've noticed.
Not exactly change something we have no control over.
Nope. And tomorrow's gonna be the same as yesterday, and the next day, and the next day.
Okay. Well, I'm here to listen if you end up deciding to really open up, but I think I'll leave you be for now, I guess.
Maybe that's for the best.
All right. Walks away awkwardly.
When she's gone, Stig will kind of just clutch Whiskey's collar. She's just like, I could have really used you, buddy.
A long and quiet walk back, other than the crunching noise of the snow. Uh, the evening comes. Mason and Caradwin present everybody with new whips made from roper tentacles.
Wow. Thank you.
It was nothing. What do you guys say we have sea serpent tonight?
I'm cool with that. So I can glare at the thing that nearly killed us and let it know that we're the ones eating it.
Way ahead of you, Gallenford.
It's like a sushi stick. It's a big piece of fish that you can probably cut up.
It is a you see it, the cook that just hanged it on basically a meat hook over a fire. He made a giant roast out of it. Some of it is like he kept it red to make sashimi, like sushi out of it.
Hell yeah.
Like think of it as like the consistency, the color is like tuna. But you guys have a sea serpent meal for the ages with plenty of meat to spare and basically feed the castle for a while. But in doing so, you all feel the electrical energy that was coursed through the veins of this creature now kind of courses through your veins temporarily, and for 24 hour for a full day you gain resistance to lightning damage.
Ooh, that's cool.
Whoa.
My compliments to the chef.
As you head to bed and close out the rest of the night and get another good night's sleep, what are you guys doing for until basically, what are you guys planning to do while Caradwin regains her point of exhaustion's back?
Which is 3 more days.
I will continue training a little small spy network within the Meddlers group, and occasionally go play at the tavern in town and listen for anything that may be going on if any news comes from outside into the town.
Okay.
I just remembered that Stig is actually proficient with carpenter's tools. So for those 3 days he's going to go back out into the woods.
Okay. Also, within the 3 days, the taxidermists will have arrived from the Hunter Slayers, and Stig, you show him your 2 trophies you wish to have stuffed.
Yes, I'm willing to pay his price.
He, do you? I don't think I have a price. Eric's Key Dining Room. Stables Garden. Basically, his price is you have to provide the items, and you basically room and board him.
Done.
But he is excitedly getting to work on these creatures. So it will take about a week to do each one, because of how massive and because of the creatures themselves. So they will get done. Mason, Sonia?
So today I'd like to try a little bit of an experiment. I'd like to see if I can take Stig's black marrow that I built before, and I want to use the lightning gland, serpent parts, and just give it a Jormungandr's breath, just kind of a ranged lightning attack. Just tack it onto this weapon.
Okay. I see what you're doing. You're so basically you're gonna take the glands and kind of infuse it into Stig's weapon already.
Yeah, Stig and I have had a little bit of a private conversation. He says one of his things is to fight using, monster kills, so I just want to keep adding monster parts to this weapon until I just can't anymore. So I'd like to try and add a lightning attack to this.
Alright. This is gonna this will be either a success or a fail. If you fail, the parts are used up and it won't work. Success, you will be able to imbue the lightning into it. So give me a Tinker's Tools check with intelligence.
And we'll add another Flash of Genius. So that's a 25.
All right. A 25? Oh, yeah. Okay, so are you wanting to add automatic lightning damage, or are you trying to give it basically the breath weapon attack?
I don't think you can throw it. I think it's a halberd. I don't think you can throw a halberd, so I just want to add the breath attack.
Okay, so he can now shoot. Let me pull up the...
And I don't expect it to be as strong as Jormungandr's breath, but
No.
just a ranged weapon for Stig to have.
Jormungandr's breath is from a very... So...
That does wicked lots of damage, so...
where's...
I also figure it's one of those I have to choose. It's like just adding to my spell list if I can use one of these.
So you... Okay.
Yeah, Jormungandr's breath is a once per day.
And so will this lightning... Pace. It's not a dragon. It is a sea serpent, so you'll need to... So with the 25, because you got high, he's able to do that once per day.
Black Mirror Mark II.
Black lightning.
I still like. Maybe we call it lightning marrow. Because it's still made of bronze, but now it's got lightning in it, so lightning marrow.
That is awesome.
Changing it to lightning marrow.
And I'm just gonna assume that uses up all the sea serpent parts.
That will use up all the glands. You still have the teeth and the scales. I will say it will use up the teeth and the glands, so you have scales left. The sea serpent hide, I should say, so you have the hide which has the scales on it and everything.
Okay, I may have to add that to something else, but
that will take up your 3 days to do to make sure. So your
one day to disassemble, a second day to like put it all back together, and that third day to like make sure it all works.
Yeah, so basically you're trying to make sure you don't destroy the magic you already imbued with it. So you're being careful with it. Caradwin, what are you doing?
Over just the next day or the next 3 days?
The whole 3 days.
What time she's not working and helping Mason with the magical experiments that he's doing, she will probably just be just adjusting to the body, getting used to working in it, casting spells in it, seeing what it can and can't do, what knowledge she's kind of gained from it. That's really about it. I don't think there's really anything that she feels like she can study in her library that she hasn't already seen yet, and she can't go anywhere to get like new books or things. So,
okay.
I don't think she would give us enough time to like make a new spell or anything like that. So,
are you still? I don't know if you saw my question, my thing. Are you still keeping fire as your resistance?
I think so. I can't really think of anything else to change it to right now. So I think I'll just keep it as fire.
Okay. So for now, we'll do that. We can hop on later, or I'll send you more information because tieflings are unique also a bit to my world as well. So I'll send you some information that way you can adjust if you want.
Yeah. That's rad. Absolutely.
Sonia, you can find you can definitely go into town and ask around. There's definitely some women that can help you make some clothes if you wish. There's not like a tailor store in town.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of silly, but she was thinking about seeing if they could make like these little like small stuffed like animals.
Okay.
Like out of like scraps and stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely find they're definitely like the grandparents can definitely like the older folk here older women. All right, can definitely help you make stuffed toys as they're used to like making dolls and stuff for their grandchildren.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just be doing that for the next couple days.
Okay. Any animals in particular that you're wanting to make?
Well, I figured. Well, I don't know. I've never met Stig's pet or whatever, but maybe like one that kind of represents like Gallenford's, like Griffin, Mason's, Fulgurite,
Okay.
Caradwin's, I forgot.
Raven.
I forgot. Yeah.
All right, and you would definitely know from asking the party away from out of six, as Sig used to have a pet mastiff before it was unfortunately slain in Herman.
Hmm.
So there's a raven, a dog, a griffin, and a snake.
Oh, and also a triceratops because I go so long without seeing Ulf, and I need comfort.
Okay. Um. So you make with the help of these of the grannies in town. And you have a nice visit. They make tea and give you some cookies, and they're asking about you and where you're from because they've never seen a half giant before.
Hmm.
You have a lovely time in town with these elderly ladies.
Yes, we got like a tea party going on with Ethel and Miriam and Maud.
Yes. Funny enough, Maud is the actually the name of my fire truck. um. So 3 days go by. Sonia, you make your stuffed animals. Mason, you make Stig's glaive even more powerful. Galliford, you train some more people at the fort. Sig, you are keeping busy, trying not to go stir crazy.
Stig actually would like to build like a fishing lodge in the forest. Just like a little cabin to go fishing.
Okay. The nearest fishing will probably be on the coast, but there's definitely you can definitely build a cabin in the woods part right next to to the rocky coastline. So you begin to build your little shack, your own fishing shack.
Yeah, Sonia doesn't know that this looks exactly like the one that they found him in Herman.
And Caradwin, you are getting used to your new tiefling body. Um, Checking out all the curves and the skin. It's another new experience for you. You thought never would have done.
You keep knocking stuff over with your tail.
Yeah, I think the balance shift with the tail is what she really has to take time to get used to. Of how do I walk with the tail? How do I run with it? How do I turn a corner?
How do you sit with a tail?
Yeah, how do you sit with a tail? How do I wear? I have to change all my clothes. And if I die again, that means I'm going to have a hole in all my pants that now I won't be able to fill anything with. It's a process.
At least you don't have a phone that's got face recognition to unlock it, and you're like, no, it's me.
That would be terrible. Thank God, yeah, my spell book doesn't have face ID.
Um, you guys come down to the mess hall for the day for the evening. You see Sonia has presented everybody in the designated spot some new stuffed animals for you all. Um, and with that, real quick, we're gonna take our quick 5 minute breaks. So as you're all sitting down for dinner, you all see stuffed animals of your familiars and pets that you have or once had, um, presented to you by Sonia.
Wow.
Fograt's always changing form, so what form does he actually look like in this one?
I think you said. Oh, sorry.
Well, I saw him usually as the little the little flying creature. I forgot what it was. Hello?
I'm not sure.
No, I think I made him a bat once, but he's not normally a flying creature. Normally he's a snake, but he's been a quipper, a bat, a spider a couple of times. I'm just gonna assume it's Calcifer, just a little fire plush.
Sure, we can go with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze it and make the squeaky noise myself. Squeaky!
This is a lovely present. Though it does remind me that I have yet to show Morrigan how I look, so maybe I should summon him or her and figure that out.
It would be funny if Morgan's appearance changed with you.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Well, you know, familiars are attuned to their users, so who knows?
Morgan comes back looking like a phoenix, going, "What the heck happened?"
Maybe I will look for some new art for Morgan. That might be kind of cool too.
Stig will take his and just go, "Thanks, I guess."
Don't mention it. I was bored and yeah. I thought they would be cute.
Did you make these yourself?
I had help from the grannies. I'm not really good sewing, so I had a lot of help actually.
The grannies?
Yeah, I went into town to see if anybody knew how to sew, and I've met Granny Ethel, Granny Maud, and Granny Miriam. Yeah, Miriam.
I know we've already done like the 3 days, but I just noticed that I've got a book of divination magic that maybe Carradine would want to take a look through over those 3 days, since you didn't really have anything to do.
Yeah, I can take time to look through those spells.
Yeah, so this is a book of divination that we got from the Aboleth in the Watery Temple.
She
From the
kept
Fey
getting,
Realm.
she kept getting out of bed, so you set her down, give her a cup of tea, and you go, "Read," and don't get out of bed.
Don't use that to spy on any of us, but read.
All right. Sonia, with the 3 days gone, how many more days do you need to summon Ulf?
Let's see. I got 4 more days.
Well, I'll leave that up to the rest of you guys if you wish to wait 4 more days for Ulf, so Sonia can summon Ulf, or do you wish to press on into the dungeon?
No, that last one left a bad taste in my mouth, and that wasn't just because I ate serpent flesh. I don't mind a few more days.
Nor do I.
I can wait a few days. We never really did figure out how that weight thingy works. How's everybody else doing on equipment? Like anything I can make for you guys? Or anything you might look for?
I think I mentioned this to you in whisper, but Stig's not packing any armor or shields right now.
I did have to unequip my repulsion shield if you'd like a repulsion shield, but it kind of knocks people away. It doesn't bring them to you.
Well, that might be useful because I knock them away, and then when they get into my range, I can hit them I can use my opportunity attack to hit them when they get in range.
Do you have a shield already, or do we have a shield I can modify? I can give you my shield, but then I give you my shield.
I think I gave Sonya my shield. That was the +3 dwarven shield.
It does need to be a non-magic shield so that I can enchant it with the repulsion power. It should be easy enough to buy.
The smith saying we could just buy a shield.
Well, yeah. The thing is, me building, I guess, but then these are actual Elva invocations from the class that say you can't enchant magic things.
You can easily find a shield lying around the keep.
My only thing is that I like having both hands open free. I am packing 3 weapons that I like to switch out every once in a while.
Let's see, I do have just an armor enhancer. Whatever you're wearing, I can just add a +1 to it.
Well, I'm currently not wearing armor.
Did anybody take that new scale armor?
What was the new scale armor?
They look like Mariner's armor, like swim speeds and stuff.
Oh, that one.
It's sea serpent armor.
But I think it also gave lightning resistance too, didn't it?
No,
Or was it-
you
okay.
get a swim speed and can breathe underwater.
And when you drop down to 0, you regain 1d4 hit points when you're in water.
Which, if only Caradwin could wear that.
I was about to say that's either the best or worst armor for her, because if she drowns and then wakes up and she's still underwater to drown again, and then wakes up underwater to drown again.
But she doesn't. Yeah. She can breathe, so she wouldn't drown.
Right. She could just be eaten by the fish people forever.
But she has a swim speed too, so she would be able to get away.
I don't want to be underwater ever at all.
But if you find yourself underwater, you would want this.
Yeah, but I don't plan on finding myself underwater.
Nobody hopes to find themselves underwater.
At some points, I do know I have to probably focus more on my speed instead of wearing this heavier armor set.
So, Stig, you're not wearing any armor?
No, I've just been going...
I guess barbarians get bonuses without armor.
Yes, but I can. I'll be perfectly fine wearing that armor.
Enhanced defense would give a +1 to anything.
You can do that even if it's already magical?
No, I can't artificer something that's already magical. Unless Chris allows me, but the raw says infusions can't.
Yeah, if I wear this armor, it'll give me a +1 to what I'm at.
It's better than nothing, I guess.
The reason why I'm reluctant is that I already have an ability that allows me to do this, anyways.
Would your ability not stack with the armor that you would be wearing?
Caradwin, Gallenford, Sonya, do either any of you want a mind sharpener?
That is the wrong thing.
A what?
So, in order to use Yomungander, I unequipped my infusion repulsion shields because I haven't been using it. Which leaves me one infusion slot open and a mind sharpener. I think, let me... when you fail a concentration save for your spell, you can just succeed.
Oh, that would be super awesome.
And you don't have to attune to it. You get 4 charges and they recharge 1d4 every day.
That might benefit
if you don't
doing
want
more.
it, I'll take it. I got a lot of concentration spells, so that would be nice.
And if somebody else wants one as well, I can make 2. I just need to get rid of my... We can either give up Stig's returning knife or refueling ring. Spell refueling ring.
I think having that refueling ring on somebody would be good, and
So right now I've got the refueling ring. The thing is that the ring requires attunement.
well, that's up to you. I don't know if you need your attunement for anything else, but I think having the ring would be good.
Yeah, right now I've got the ring attuned because there's nothing else to attune for it right now.
I also have 3 attunements already, so I don't think I'd be able to attune to the serpent armor.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got my guardian tattoo, which allows me to negate critical hits. Kind of valuable. My 2-handed gauntlets, so useful. And then the Mind Guard crown you guys insist me wear.
The crown keeps you from going crazy and killing us.
It gives me advantage on wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saves. So yes.
Since I've only heard Caradon... Go for Caradon.
Thank you.
Also, Mason, you also notice when it says since you've been attuned to Jormungandr, same thing happens to you as with Sonia. Instead of dragon scales, you have patches of sea serpent scales on your skin and body.
Great, if the tree wasn't bad enough.
Hey, you just need the element of air and you're the avatar.
No, you're right. I guess lightning is kind of the air. No, that's fire.
That's enhanced fire.
I'll work on that.
So, you guys wait another 4 days. You guys are talking, just planning your next move before you go back down and trying to figure out how to get past the puzzle. So, Sonia, you can now summon your Triceratops again.
Downford, you mentioned that you might switch to a lighter armor. What kind of armor are you wearing right now? Is it that white dragon scale stuff?
Yeah.
What benefits does that give you? Because I've got, frost lizard scales that I might be able to make into a lighter armor that might also be able to resist cold.
Let me pull it up. Other than the benefits it gets when facing a dragon or an ice dragon, it's a +1 scale mail. Resist cold damage. I can sense a white dragon within 30 miles. And I have advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons.
Just curious, would that sea serpent attack, would that have triggered that or no?
It was why I asked if it was a serpent or a dragon.
Yeah, it was a sea serpent, not a dragon.
Well, I can try and use the frost salamander hide to make some, maybe some hide armor with frost resistance. I can't guarantee the +1. But I'm just going to throw it out there, and if you want to, we can try that. If not, you just keep wearing that, and I'll save it for something else.
I'll stick with it for now.
Okay, let's go back into the... see what's around.
Alright, you guys make your way back down. I will put you guys actually back here. You quickly make your way back to the door, in which you see the pressure plate room.
Question, is anybody using this arrow catching shield? Do we have an arrow catching shield?
We have one on our list. I don't know who has it.
I don't remember seeing the arrow catching shield, but I remember the animated shield that I've been using.
I think it's in the bag. Or did we end up selling that off at some point?
I don't remember.
I think we might have sold it off because it's not in the bag anymore.
Okay, it's just in our magic items.
Yeah.
Hey, Caradon, come see if you've gained weight with the pressure plate. Does your new form weigh more than your previous did? Or does the tail add a few pounds?
The tail does add an extra 10 pounds. No. As I think about it, shall also mage armor.
And again, we would have done our aids at the beginning of the day.
Yep.
Alright, let's see if anything's changed to this pressure plate. Mason's gonna go stand on it.
Alright, you stand on it, and again, the pressure plate sinks down, and the door opens a crack. Caradon, where you step down, again, you remember when Ulf stepped on it, it still didn't open all the way.
Yeah. I just want to see what will happen if we all stand on it.
You stand on it, and it's still not open it high enough, not even to crawl through.
Is there anything in this room that might be clues or depiction?
I was about to say, I don't remember if we checked the walls or anything. I'm going to feel along the walls, circling the room to see if maybe there's a hidden switch.
I mean, we've dealt with the storm room, the coal room. Maybe this is the gravity room where everything just weighs more.
Give me a perception check, or investigation check, Gallenford.
Can Mason make one as well to look around?
Sure. There's obviously there's nothing on the walls or in the ceiling and whatnot. The only thing of notice in this room is the pressure plate. That Caradwin is still standing on.
Can I go close this door? Maybe it's an airlock. Does closing the door we came through change anything?
No change.
We'll leave that open then.
Mason?
Can I inspect the pressure plate or the door and see if there's like an issue in whatever system this is?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check.
Gears aren't matching properly or something.
So you don't have your point of inspiration anymore. They used it on the first lightning breath. But Caradwin, Sonia did say she was going to give you assistance if you wanted advantage.
All right. You want me to just roll a second time, or you want me to toggle advantage?
Toggle advantage.
Ooh, there we go.
You notice when you step off the pressure plate, it raises up above the floor before settling down flush.
Back down.
Hello?
I can hear you now.
So did you hear what I said?
You said that when you step off, the pressure plate kind of bounces higher before flush.
Yes.
When it bounces higher, is it big enough for us to squeeze through at that point, or no?
It looks like it has a lip on it that you can grab underneath.
I'll kind of share that with everybody and see what they think. If there's a way to, maybe we can stick something under there, or if we think we can try to lift it at that moment.
Bounce it for me, Stig.
Hurt?
So when the plate goes up, I'm gonna put my mage hand underneath to try and hold it up just to see how much weight we might be talking about, so we don't smash all our fingers off.
You don't. It doesn't smash the fingers, but it does seem like the mage hand, because the mage hand can only lift like 10 pounds.
I think it's 20, but
I believe it's 10 pounds. It has a strength
10?
of 2.
So it's like it's holding. It's able to hold it up. It can't lift it up. It's too heavy by itself, but it is holding it in place, basically.
Essentially what I wanted to check was I wanted to make sure that this thing weighed like maybe 50 pounds and not like 500 pounds.
No, it does not. It's not weigh 500 pounds.
Stig will wedge his grappling hook underneath and try and heft it up.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. You notice, Stig, that when you begin to lift it, the door begins to open wider and wider.
You guys can help anytime.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that we can wedge underneath it.
All right, Sonia, you begin to help and lift it up higher, and the door begins to open up more.
Do we have that immovable rod? I think we saw us a immovable rod. Do we still have that?
Let me look.
I can see it on our list here, but I don't know if we have it.
If we do, it's still in the bag.
I don't see it in there. That might have been. I know we sold a bunch of magic items. I don't remember.
Last I remember, the immovable rod was with your first character, Brad.
Okay, could have really used it here.
But it seems like you can lift it higher and higher with everybody's help.
I'll assist with lifting it up, and once it's high enough where I don't have to bend, I'm gonna look to see if there's a way to, like, if it doesn't stay, if there's something that can be adjusted with some thieves' tools to keep it stuck there. But I'll help everyone lift it up first to see if maybe it just does it on its own.
Yeah, we'll see if it locks at the full up position.
You guys all lift together, and the door opens up, and you hear it lock into place, and the door is opened.
Huzzah!
Don't trust it. Don't trust it. We're gonna wedge a pole or something underneath just so it doesn't close completely. Alright, so I guess we should assume everything's upside down around here. Left is right, heavy is light, light is heavy.
What if the person who's got the lowest strength score is actually the strongest in here, and the one with the strongest is actually the weakest?
Sheridan, we're gonna need you to do some heavy lifting.
Stick feels uncomfortable.
Carolyn's gonna go to this dead end, and bam.
Is this door meant to be open? Or did somebody open that?
Real quick. So, Karen, you do not. Are you?
Yeah, I'm doing my Wanda secrets. I want to see if there's something over here in the corners.
Yep. You do detect a secret. It seems as if the floor beneath you can open up. However, you are not sure how.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to step back so I don't set off a trap. Is it the 4 squares here, or is it more of the floor?
It's more. It's the 6 squares.
Oh, the 6 square. Okay, I'm going to take another step back. I'm going to draw a box. All right. And I will shout to everybody, hey, the floor opens up over here. I don't know how. Could be a trap.
And Mason, you remember Caradron, when you first came through here, Caradron was able to get underneath with the Misty Step through, and she opened the door and described that this room, as you see 4 statues standing in each of the corners holding what seems to be a bowl in their hands.
Could have been down to this floor that Carrotwin spotted with the thieves' tools out and see if maybe I can find some hidden switch or if it's a trap or something.
You can give me a investigation check.
Can I provide the help action? Since I'm also kind of looking around at this thing.
Sure. You can't find any creases or switches or anything like that can open up this floor.
Well, going further, there could be something in the room behind us, but at least we know that there's something here.
Yep, I'm regretting taking a spell instead of learning all this lock picking. Doesn't work if I can't find the lock.
Oops, wrong buttons. That moved way too quick.
Gonna check this door down to the south here.
Okay. You notice that the door is locked.
Stig, you want to check that door to the north?
Sure. Locked.
Do they look like they can be picked?
No.
No.
Seems to be like a trigger door, not a locked door.
Yeah, what's the situation of this room?
In this room you see 4 hooded statues, each holding a basin in their hands. One basin is painted red, one is blue, one is green, and one is white.
Blue, green, red.
Do they all look the same except for the colors?
Yes, they look all exactly the same.
Yeah, on Bird's comment about fifth element in the red one, I'm going to see if I can cast a firebolt into the basin, and if that does anything.
Okay. A fire illuminates and stays constant into the basin.
Rad. I'm going to see if I can do the same in the blue one with the ray of frost.
You shoot a ray of frost in, and nothing happens.
Mason's gonna go to the blue one and pour some of the water from his water skin into it.
All right. The water forms into a ball and it begins to float into the in the basin.
Anybody know how we can get some dirt?
Stig scrapes some mud off of his boots.
Over there in the green one, Stig.
Plop.
All right. Earth is definitely taken into the basin.
I'm just gonna blow into the other basin.
When you blow, it's as if the breath is sucked out of you and is captured into the basin, in which the doors are unlocked.
I love that worked. That's awesome.
That's how they figured it out in the fifth element.
Oh, that's true, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I've seen clips only.
That's a good one.
Ready, Stig? Ready to see what's behind this door?
Yep.
Too late. It's another door. Anything special about this in-between room, or is it just a hall?
It's just a hall, but however, you do see on the wall a plaque that has writing on it.
Let's see. I think I read common and something else.
What's written on the wall?
something. He hasn't told us what, and we may have to step in there, but I want to make sure that he knows what languages we all speak. Step in, take a look.
It is written in common, and this is what it says.
Three great men sit in a room. Yep, that's true. A king, a cleric, and a rich man.
Each great man bids the adventurer to kill the other two. Who lives, who dies?
The
King,
rich man lives. We learned in the first room that gold is the greatest weapon.
Well, it's hard to kill a cleric when they keep healing and have the power of God on their side.
Yeah, but do they have anime?
What's anime? It sounds amazing. Is that a spell?
It's actually a type of undead. An anime.
I want to say the king.
Is there any way to like input this, or do we think this is going to be like speak password?
There's it's not like there's nothing to write on or implement.
Okay, let's just give your answer to the ring cutter.
Oh, so I just need to step in there and say the answer.
Which is a rich man.
Well, we also have to think that. So it says that there's a king, a cleric, and a rich man, and then each one of them has an adventurer, and the adventurers are killing each other.
Each rich man bids the adventurer to kill the other two.
Okay.
Stig will just say, the rich man lives.
Okay.
I'm going to go open the door.
Inside this room, you see a statue seems to be a king, a cleric, and a rich man. And in the center seems to be a statue of an adventurer holding a sword in its hand.
The rest of the party's still trying to figure out this answer. King, cleric.
Can Stig take the sword?
Yes, it comes out of the hands of the sword. And
Can Mason look at this riddle again and again think of it if this is like one of those mind puzzles that people talk about? Like, have I heard this one before?
You can give me an intelligence check.
Which one is the... Could I investigate these statues to see if they look like they're supposed to be hit?
Without... Mason, you've never heard of this riddle before. You don't know what if it's supposed to be like a tongue twister or whatnot. You're unsure. Stig, easily enough. You don't need. It's not hard to find, but you do see a slot in each of the statues in their chest where perhaps the sword can slide into.
I will first put the sword into the king.
The king will be in the center. So you slide the sword into the chest of the king?
Yes.
Okay. You hear you slide it in, a kind of a click, and when you pull it out, there's blood on the tip of the sword.
I will then go to the cleric and stick it in.
This is the cleric. All right. You slide it in, same thing. You pull out. There's more blood on the sword. But once you pull it out, a chest appears on the floor right next to you.
Mason goes, "Oh, we were the adventurer."
I go too easy.
It wasn't a riddle. We were the adventurer who got to kill people.
I'll drop the sword and check the chest.
Okay, you unlock it. I mean, it's not locked. You open it up and you see treasure.
To the bag of holding with you.
I think this was a morality thing. I think we could have picked either or based off our belief or view.
Yeah, don't you get it? It's not a riddle. It's a statement of what's happening. We are the adventurer who said, "Kill two." I'm not going to look any deeper as to why Stig immediately went and stabbed the king or the cleric. We will just take our money and forget about this room. Just ignore it. We are playing off the idea that adventurers are murder hobos, and in the end, we were the murder hobos.
Hey, we got loot. It rewarded us. That means it was the right answer.
So we're hobo beggars. We're murder beggars. I'm just gonna walk away. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what test is in this other room over here. 3, 2, 1, open door.
Yeah, was I right about the elements in the bowls?
Yeah.
Stairway to the left, stairway to the right. Dead end straight ahead. Let's see, we did cold, which I guess could be wind. We did the storm, which is water. So which one do you think is fire and earth?
I'd say let's see which room is warmer.
I'll go down this way and see if anything is indicated on these stairs here.
Mason, when you approach, you do see a plaque on this one, but however, it seems to be worn away with time. You aren't unable to determine what it says and what challenges may be presented ahead down these stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that's well, let's call that fire, since fire usually destroys things.
I'm going to see if I can mend it to make it legible.
What's the mending spell?
Oh, maybe that'll take too long.
Yeah. I mostly see the mending spell as like you have two halves and you put them back together. This sounds like you're trying to rebuild some letters from dust.
Mason, when you approach this staircase, you can feel immediately the intense heat coming up from these stairs. You see a plaque that says only the brave can withstand the heat.
I found the fire door. That must be the earth door.
Which one are you thinking first?
Well, I'm used to fire. Earth sounds a bit safer, though. Let's go check the earth door since we don't, since we're all here.
It's this one, right?
Yes. The right side is, survive the heat.
Are you all in agreement to go down these stairs and do inspect what you
Yeah.
assume to be?
Yep. I haven't heard anybody counter the idea, so we're all going.
All right. As you all descend the stairs into the unknown, unaware of the challenges that may present yourself to you, we will end the session there.